Welcome into the Film Guy Network. It's football season, which means I've got a film study for you.
What's up? You really like that?
Let's shut up and grind some tape.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome into the Film Guy Network on a fabulous Thursday afternoon here inside the studio. Got a great one loaded up for you guys today. We're going to be taking a look at running backs across college football. Now, on our live show the other day, Greg McElroy says made an appearance. Greg McElroy is out here ranking running backs. So I ranked running backs on the local hour the other night, 1 through 10. What we're going to do today is I've made cut-ups of a lot of these backs. Today we're going to watch them, and I want you guys' opinions, okay? Because I feel like when you stack them up right after one another and kind of see what they look like on tape, it kind of, as it should, it changes your viewpoints on who these football players are and what they are, right? I feel like most people when they're doing these rankings, because they're not, that guy or they're not one of these, they just go straight to the box scores and they're like, oh, Caleb Hawkins rushed for 1,200 yards last year. He's coming back. He must be great. Or the system was really great and the quarterback was really great and he ran for 1,200 yards because he had light boxes. There's a lot of different things that kind of, determine whether or not a back is indeed the greatest back apart from box score. So I want you guys' opinions today. I've just got the cut-ups for you. Now, what I will tell you, all right, for you Big Ten folks that are watching me today, all right, Bo Jackson, not going to be shown today, is one of the best backs in the country. Antoine Raymond, the back from Rutgers, one of the best backs in the country, not going to be shown today, all right? And you know why? Because Big Ten doesn't let me watch their All-22 publicly. They shut my channel down, so I don't watch it. I wish I could. I watch it. I don't bring it to you guys to watch publicly because we'll get in massive, massive trouble. Everybody else lets us run pretty much free. So we appreciate those guys. And shout out to Antoine Raymond. Shout out to Bo Jackson. 2 of the best backs in the country. Won't get highlighted today, unfortunately. All right, so don't call me some hack. I tried. They should be on this list. Unfortunately, we can't because of Spectrum Sports. All right, let's shut up and let's grind the tape. Hey, got a couple rules around here, though. If you learned anything about the game of football today, you must subscribe. If you learned anything about your favorite football team today, you must subscribe. If you have any fun at all today, I know I will, you must subscribe. Let's shut up and let's grind the tape. All right, hey, maybe one of these days, Jonathan, Spectrum Sports will just let us have some fun and let us talk some ball about these guys, but probably not. Now, what we're not going to do today, Jonathan, is look at a lot of pass pro clips, all right? But we're starting with Keewan Lacy, and I'm going to show you one of these, even though I got about 75 of them from last year's clips of him doing his job as a pass protector. I think this is one of the most, if not the best, pass protectors at the running back positions that I've studied in recent memory. Now, he did give up a sack against Miami in the college football playoff. Got a little okey-doked by old number 1, Basante or number 1, the Rutgers transfer from Miami. But nonetheless, it's a really, really good pass pro guy, and you'll see it all over the tape. You see it right here in the red zone. We're going to get a mic plug right here from number 17, Jonathan Okonkwo, the linebacker, I believe is his name, from South Carolina. Really, really good football player. We're going to stick him right there at the line of scrimmage, right? That's where we want to meet him. We don't want to wait back on our heels, catch a linebacker full speed. Nope. Aggressively go meet him in the hole right at the line of scrimmage. Let's get a good shock on him just like that right there. If he wants to spin, let him spin late. The ball's already gone down here in the red zone. Get a good look at it right here. He's got great eyes in pass protection. Jonathan, see him scanning to stay alert right there before the snap. Boom. There's my guy. Let's go stick him right down the midline, right? You always hear me talk about it all the time. I hate football players who pick sides. Do not pick sides. If you're a side picker, to me, it's an indication of I don't love that contact, Petey. You know what I'm saying? So right here, down the midline, boom, good strike right there. Make him pick a side, which is exactly what he does. And when he picks a side away from the quarterback, Jonathan, what is he likely to do? He's likely to spin back inside, which is exactly what he does, and he's late for the ball, okay? Great, great pass pickup, pass pro guy right here in Keewan Lacy. Now, the other thing he's kind of known for, Jonathan, is being an electric back, okay? This guy, especially if you watch him in the playoff run, that run against Miami, I think is going to be the one that they show on his NFL draft highlight when he gets hit, right? Boom, right through A-gap, 85, right down the creases, both safeties too slow with the angles to actually close it on him. He splits it right down the difference, right? You're going to see a very similar clip in these breakups today of him, all right? But this is what I think is kind of mislabeled about him or forgotten about him, very similar to Jeremiah Love last year. The in-between tackle stuff is really, really solid. It's really, really strong. We're physical in between these tackles. We find creases really, really well. All right, we can even start and stop really well, get back vertical inside these run lanes. All right, and we're great physical runner. I mean, we didn't get pulled down at all right there, Jonathan. Now, for some reason, I think my highlight clips, because I was too busy tweeting videos, the very next clip in that actual run right there, the actual chain of events in the game, is 3 runs in a row. It's like a 7-yard run that looks like that, a 7-yard run that looks like that again, and then a 35-yard run that starts out looking like that. And then the DBs and safeties and corners are like, I ain't trying to tackle that kid. And he just starts running through arm tackles for a big 35-yard explosive, okay? So this is one of the better, more well-rounded backs that we have available in college football, okay? See what I'm talking about? I mean, we're jump cutting. We're running through it. This is the clip. We're running through the tackle of a corner right here. Now, I had somebody ask me what in the hell kind of tackling this is from this corner over here. But I don't think they saw this subtle movement right there where we get back vertical. All right, these DBs, they're near hip, near shoulder football players, right? So if I change the location of that near hip, near shoulder right before they get to their feet or their feet are set, where's he going to end up? He's going to end up on his heels, right? Because I changed the target on him right before contact point, and that's exactly what happens. Corner's back on his heels now with a 210-pound back running full speed at him. He's going to get his shit ran through, which is exactly what happens for that corner right there, okay? Now, you'll watch this in a vacuum, just that one clip if you're an NFL guy, and you'll be like, oh, man, he don't have Sunday speed. But little do you know, that's the 3rd carry in a row in a no-huddle offense, all right? That shit doesn't happen on Sundays. We don't run 3 plays in a row, all right, under, 60 seconds time span in real life and rip off 70-yard runs in totality, okay? It just doesn't happen on the Sunday league. Our conditioning is that of a really, really high-level athlete down there at Ole Miss, okay? See him catching a swing pass, and I want you to see this, Jonathan. I mean, we got what, 4? I'd count them 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 South Carolina defenders with good angles of pursuit on us. Looks like we're outside the numbers. All of us are. We're in a really, really tight space. I don't think any of them get them down. 0 for 2, 0 for 3, 0 for 4. Down the sideline, 0 for 5. 99 finally got me. It took 99 3 shots to get me on the ground, and he finally did. Everybody else whiffed, okay? We're really, really good at starting and stopping. Jonathan got a great ability to make people miss. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, we're that guy. Real hard to tackle, no doubt, okay? I call this falling off the table, Jonathan, right? When we press the line of scrimmage, we press in between them tackles. All right, we get everybody to suck up towards the middle of the line of scrimmage, right? And then what happens? The ball falls off the table, right? The running back falls off the table right here. Boom, there he goes. Now, when he gets out here, the angles of panic that I see from DBs is really, really quite hysterical. You'll see something very similar from Ahmad Hardy. When I talk about angles of panic, watch the angle that this backside safety feels as if he has to take, okay? He running all the way down here. Those are called angles of panic because we know what the speed of the ball carrier has, right? We've been talking about it all week. As a staff, we understand it, we get it. We absolutely negate the angle of this outside linebacker diving in. He sees hole, he sees grass. We're going to press that as a really, really good back. We're going to press it, make him commit to it, and then we're going to bounce outside. Fall off the table, let's go. Always finishes with good physicality at the end of the run as well. We always love to see that. Yards after contact, yards at contact point. Never want to see ball carriers falling backwards when they get struck by a defender. This is what I'm talking about right here, okay? Hey, take care of the +1, right, Jonathan? Mm-hmm. Hey, +1 arrives right here at the line of scrimmage. We're going to okey-doke and put him on his face. Boom. All right, now, hey, where's that electricity? Okay, where's that speed? All right, these guys got really good angles on us to pinch us right here at the hash. Watch us just pull right off in between these two defenders. Yeah. That's what it looks like. That's the exact clip from Miami, honestly. That's what it looks like. He does this to LSU. He does this to Florida. He did this to Miami. He's got enough, right? And the other thing that I love about this guy, okay, because I think he's honestly, John, I think he's about 90% of the juice that Jay Love is. Like in a straight line, I don't think there's a football player in college football the last 4 years or 3 years that could catch Jeremiah Love in a straight line. I think there are some people that will catch this guy. He's about 90% of the juice. In fact, you'll see him get caught if we watch the Florida tape a little bit later. But here's the difference, okay? This guy last year had 8 games of 20-plus carries. Jonathan, do you know how many of those we have in Jeremiah Love's entire career?
3.
1. We have 1. Okay, so the idea of like, hey, can I give him the workload? To hell yes, you can, okay? We've won SEC games with this guy getting the totes. This was an exact example of this. I think we had north of 30 in this football game. So our willingness to carry the workload, there is no doubt about it. And I think that's important when we're talking about transitioning to the next level, right? Can I give you 12 carries in a fourth quarter game in which we're up 14 points and have you ice it? The answer is yes. Now, the other thing you'll notice about this guy, Jonathan, he is a high pad level runner. All right, at least most people think he is when he gets in the open field. I'm not as worried about it because of where our pad level is actually in the box, right? When we're actually making cuts in here in the box, hey, we get low. We play low. We play with a low center of gravity like this right here. 7 and I are on even planes, okay? And then we run through the arm tackle. And yeah, now our pad level might to rise a little as we get into our full speed gait. I'm okay with that. You know who else is a really high pad level runner, Jonathan? Adrian Peterson. You know who else is? Todd Gurley. You know who else is? Chris Johnson. You know who else is? Darren McFadden, right? Like, we've had these guys. We've had Jeremiah Love's a high pad level runner. We've had plenty of these, oh, he's in open space, he's running wide open. Yeah, no duh. He looks like a track athlete, right? I don't want him forward tilting when he's trying to run his fastest. No, get that high knee drive. Let's go pull away from defenders. Okay? I think that's one of the more overrated discussions about backs, Jonathan, is their pad level when they're carrying the football. I don't care what it looks like out in open space. I care what it looks like in between the box when things are really, really hairy, right? Like he's got good low pad level right here, okay, and this right, how? How in the world do you see this defender over pursuing like a banshee and know to dead leg him without ever putting eyes on him? Look where our eyes are right now, Jonathan. They're on the free defender on the front side, right? The safety, who we're responsible for. We're responsible for making him miss. Guess what we're going to do? We're going to make both of them miss. We're going to make 17, the backside edge pursuer, miss, and then we're going to let one finish us off. But the idea, the feel rather, that we know where that defender is right there is impressive to me, okay? That's feel that I cannot teach you, all right? That is feel that is very unique to you, right? Let's flip over to this Florida game. He's got some more clips. All right. Now we got 2 home games in a row watching Ole Miss football. How many guys had a chance right here, Jonathan? 5, an NFL football player, I think. I think 5's a good ball player. All right, it's the kid from Woodward, right? All right, we missed that arm tackle. Oh, defensive lineman, you got no shot. Go ahead and fall on your face. Here comes the safety. You wrap me up finally. So we got 4 hands or 4 bodies with an attempt at tackling us right here. But I really want to show you this right here, Jonathan. This is a 310-pound plus defensive tackle. Watch his body move when we strike him with a stiff arm right here. Just fall off, Bubba. Just fall off, okay? Get him right in the chest plate. Bow. And somehow make a cut on the safety. You're not going to see very many negative rushes today. We're making highlight clips, okay? But then again, with this guy, I watched 2 full games, and I didn't feel like I saw a bad cut, a bad press, a mistake one, okay? This is what I'm saying when he's got 90% of the juice of Jeremiah Love, Jonathan. At this point right here, Jeremiah Love is never being caught, all right? He's running that crease. He's getting upside the top side of the numbers, and we're going right to the door, all right? 18, however, does have a chance. 14, Pascal, he's going to catch us too, all right? This doesn't happen on the Chris Johnsons of the world's tape. I bet we're about a 4.49 runner when we get to the NFL Combine. It's a really good cut on. Who's that? 0? All right, 4th and 1. I think it's a Wildcat carry right here. Yeah, Bubba. See what I mean when I'm talking about the pad level, Jonathan? Look, hey, we're plenty low. We're plenty low, especially right here. I mean, dude, we're lower than both the tacklers, okay? So I don't really care what it looks like I said, in open field. Get those shoulder pads down upon contact. You know what else I love about this clip, Jonathan? And it's because I'm a football nerd and I watch way too much high school football, honestly. I love that in Wildcat, they let the quarterback keep clapping. Now, I'm a former center too, but if I clap and you clap, away from the mic, please, they sound different, don't they? Two totally different sounds. It'll mess everybody up if you're not careful. We're tuned into one sound all the time on these snap claps, all right? So I like that. It's a little minuscule tidbit. And also, what's he got on his hands, Jonathan?
Gloves.
He's got gloves. It'll sound different. That's right. We're talking ball. High pad runner, right? High pad runner. No, he's not. He's at the damn hips. Got everybody else running high. I didn't know. I couldn't wrap my head around how he made this safety miss, Jonathan. This safety starts to go low, and we hit him with a hurdle. Great cut right there, by the way, delivering that block from the center. See what I'm talking about with the pad level? Don't tweet me he's a high pad runner. We're plenty low where we need to be. All right, but right there. That move, whoop, right there and staying on our feet. Hey, if that backside defensive end, or that linebacker right there, 33, if he's not playing with high levels of effort, they're cooked. This is to the door. I think we do have a big, massive explosive a little later in this football game that I'm going to make sure we get to before we get out of here. I left this one on here just to show you just how much of a SOB this guy is to tackle. I mean, if we can't get 20 yards off that rip, you ain't going to be on this cut up today. I'm just going to let you know, okay? What am I going to say right here, Jonathan?
Keep the ball close to the body.
Yeah, ball security. Now, he's trying to keep his core stability right? He's swinging his arms out to keep his body stern so he can get up off of that contact, but still, we got to be a little more secure with the ball right there. Yeah, he is hard to tackle. That's the other thing about Ole Miss. This is a 3rd and 5 ball on our own 40, and we're running the rock, Jonathan. And we're running the rock for 6. No, we do get caught here. We do get caught right there. Boom. Never would happen. Never would happen on Jay Love's tape, right? So we're about 90% of that, okay? But I feel much, much better about our workload and our ability to handle these things, right? And our physicality and all those things, all right? Now, this only works, Jonathan, because we're as tight to these backside down blocks as we humanly possibly could. If we thought we could run through the middle of this hole, that backside edge defender is going to fall in on our feet, right? So watch as he takes the ball right here. He is going to press this double team off this back hip as hard and as tight as we humanly possibly can. Because if we get off of it at all, and you're going to see on some of this on some of these other backs, we're going to get tackled instead of having a massive explosive right there. That's as tight to the butt of the down block as we possibly could be. And then we get the crease and the backside cut. But I always wonder how much of that is just general fatigue. I mean, it's like carry number 26 for him. So yeah, we don't have as much life and juice as some of these other guys. Thoughts on Kiwan?
He's really freaking good.
He's really freaking good, isn't he? That's a great way to put it. He's really, really, really freaking good. Here he is in Wildcat again, shoulders down, running through contact, got met at 3, carried him into the end zone. All right, who should we watch next? I think we should flip over and watch some Ahmad. All right, little muscle hamster Hardy. Let's go watch this. So we did have it. All right. So here we go. We're going to watch some Ahmad Hardy. He's SEC leader rusher last year. Is that correct? 2 out of the last 3 years at Missouri. And reason being, they are a wide zone out of pistol stretch football team. Okay, it is not something that we see a whole ton of in terms of base runs. Like, this is what they do. This is their MO. This is how they get after football teams. And it makes it really, really tough. Now, I had to stop watching Mississippi State for all these cut-ups. because every single back that we're going to watch today that plays in this conference tore their ass apart. I'm talking about shredded them. And you'll see why. They're misaligned left and right. They over-pursue the ball carrier. They don't tackle very well. This is one of the worst SEC run defenses that we had last year. Nonetheless, this is one of the best backs we had in college football last year. So let's go watch it. And you'll see right off rip what I'm talking about with this wide stretch zone concept. They're doing it out of 12 personnel. Ball on the left hash, Jonathan. Any guesses where this stretch might go?
To the field.
To the field. That's right. We run stretch to the field quite often. We like truck toss to the boundary, okay? Get a little pin and pull action. But when we're all on this 45, right, we're all trying to stretch this sucker, we want to stretch it to the field, have a good opportunity to get north and south. Great job right here. I think it's another tight end right here getting up to the second level, getting to that outside pec, upfield shoulder of that secondary defender, and we're creasing that sucker. This thing's to the door now once we get out there, okay? Now you'll see, Jonathan, not as explosive 20 to 40 as Kejuan might be. We're not going to defy a lot of angles with Ahmad, but that 0 to 20. 0 to 20 is real, all right? And I talked about him as we switched over film being the muscle hamster. When you see this guy from the tight, you'll see what I'm talking about. We're about 5'9", maybe 5'10", 220 pounds. We're built like you know what. We're built like a brick, you know what I should say, all right? We can go. All right, arm tackles are null and void for this guy. I also love how we get past that arm tackle, Jonathan. We square our shoulders back up to the next bulk or the next potential tackler, all right, so we can get back north and south once we get past the arm tackle. You're going to see a lot of defensive backs start making some business decisions on whether or not they actually want to tackle this kid as the game starts to progress as well, like that right there, okay? That safety has no hips, no feet. He's just diving his head, not running his feet through contact. What we're trying to do is bite the play side knee and take our feet and our hips and everything out of it because we ain't going to be able to wrap this guy up and run him, right, Jonathan? We're going to have to tackle him low. But that's a low one to hit. You know what I mean? This is the hard part about these, fire hydrant-looking running backs, right? The strike zone's so much smaller. Okay, so I think I'm trying to get low. I think I'm going to hit him in his quads, maybe his knees, hell, maybe his shins. But he's 5'9", built like a bowling ball. So next thing I know, his pad level's lower than mine. See what I'm saying? We're going to bounce off that like nobody's business. And that's exactly what we do. Okay? Also love the little shimmy in there to beat the 3-tech. 3-tech's trying to undercut this, Jonathan. Okay? Watch. Boom. We're going to settle down, make him peek and shed the blocker. Lie to him. Get back outside. Boom. Also, thank God this is getting rid of. Oh, we're getting rid of this. Oh, this is way too much construction out here. I had to watch way too much Missouri football film last year. Eli, thank you. $280 million anonymously. Thank you. I'm tired of looking at construction. It was real bad in the Alabama game. They had nothing but damn wood up there, it looked like. See what I'm talking about with misalignments, Jonathan? Yeah. We're playing 3-over-2 into the boundary over here. If we want to play 3-over-2, we play it to the field. Okay? We're short-sided numbers. And look where they cut us back. Right where we got, what, 2 dead players over here? I'd call it 3. You're dead. You're never making that play. You're dead. You're dead. Got 3 dead players. That's a half-ass effort at punching the ball out, too, from 13. Look at that. See what I'm talking about, this 0 to 20, Jonathan? We are as quick as anybody is fast in college football right about now. Hey, guys, might want to wrap that guy up. Stop punching at his upper body, okay? Might want to wrap him up. It's another example of it falling off the table and another example of what I'm talking about with these defensive backs. That's a no-go, sir. That's not happening, okay? We can't ankle bite this guy. If we are, we're going to have to dive at the turf. He's probably going to make us miss. I as a defensive player, I would like the bigger, taller, this is going to sound crazy. I think I would rather tackle Mark Fletcher than Ahmad Hardy. You know what I mean? Just because of due to general strike zone, all right, where the low end of this strike zone is non-existent. Okay, it's non-existent. He's going to run through my shoulder pads every time. Why did I put this one in here? Did we miss a read? I think I wanted this cut backside. No. I don't know why I left it on here, but hey, general coaching point. If we want to stop stretch, hold the point strong, right? If we want to stop this stuff from getting outside of B gap and beyond and falling off the table, hold the point strong. And they can't get in there and out. They kind of have to get in there and get back north, especially if the 3-tech does his job of taking that combo and shoving it into B gap right there. See? Can't run outside, can't crease through B gap, has to get back vertical. We got bodies over there, okay? He is patient though, Jonathan. He'll sit in there. He'll sit in there. He'll sit in there. He'll put hands on the backs of blockers in front of him, and you're just going to fall off of him. I mean, how's he score right there? Honest to God. Other than the fact that what I told you from jump, Mississippi State probably the worst run defense we had in SEC football last year. Love the patience right here, right? So many young backs will just run up the back of that wide. That's a wide receiver, isn't it? That don't look like a tight end in there, number 8.
Yeah, that's got to be a wide receiver.
It's got to be a wide receiver, right? He's very, very new to what he is doing right now. He's very uncomfortable. Let's just put our hand on his back. Let's not push up on him too much. Make sure he doesn't fall, and then cut off of whatever block he makes. And that's exactly what happens. And we just bowling ball our way through the end zone. His start and stop's really, really good too. Even though I'm trying to think, this is duo right here? Okay, so duo's supposed to hit right midline back to the backside, honestly. So I think that's what he's doing right here. But if we were reading this like inside zone, if we're actually supposed to be a front side landing play, we probably get there a lot faster. I mean, that crease is right there. Do you see it, Jonathan? But he's running duo. So his landmark's actually backside A gap to a cut back, okay? So he's trusting his first landmark right here, pushing down the midline of the play. And then once he sees it's clogged up, now his eyes get to the natural bounce. I mean, that's pretty quick to get to the right spot where we're supposed to be, right? And not knowing that pre-snap, right? There's no way of knowing pre-snap that front side A-gap's actually where the bounce is going to be. All right, every time we've ran this play, duo with the attached tight ends out of 12 personnel, we've expected this thing to hit A-gap, minus A-gap, and back, where he initially tried to cut. All right, and then boom, we get into that front side gap real quick with one jump cut, back into the gas, make it tough for the safety to tackle us. And he over pursues us, actually. Now we got counter running right here. We talk about trusting the crease a lot when we have these running back films, right, Jonathan? Okay, we got counter. So 56 is kicking that out, right? 89's job is to wrap inside and pick up the first hat that shows on or past the center. Okay, so that's him right there. That's his responsibility. There he goes. Boom. All right, so now the crease looks like it's going to be right there, Jonathan, but that linebacker's overflowing. I bet 29 squeaks it right there into that front side crease. See what I'm saying? That's knowing the concept and design of the play. And you'll say, oh, but Brooks, that's a 5-yard carry. Yeah, it's a 5-yard carry because we maximized it with trusting the crease of where we're at, right? Back to the stretch. They actually run it into the boundary right here, Jonathan, to kind of break tendencies, okay? I would actually call this mid-zone, not really wide zone. I bet these offensive linemen are at the 45, Jonathan. They're not stepping in the bucket and trying to get wide. Yep. On the 45 here on the front side, backside guys stepping in a bucket. You see the difference? Okay, watch these front guys. They're taking a 45-degree step, taking their left step over, and trying to get on that 45-degree angle, whereas 56 back here, that's a bucket step. See how he's stepping in a bucket behind himself? All right, trying to get real deep down the line of scrimmage. He's trying to scoop that nose tech. That's exactly what he does. But the nose tackle is actually working so far back that he doesn't even feel like he's got to stay. So he doesn't. All right. Talking about the running back here, I put this on here because arm tackles are, like I said from the jump, null and void with Ahmad Hardy. He's just going to run right through them things. We got to get to the front hip here. and hope to not get dead-legged when we do. Uh-oh. 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 Can't squeeze these guys too tight, man. Who's the player that F's up here, Jonathan? Can you find him?
It's that overhang linebacker out there.
God, man. Honestly, guys, sometimes I ask these questions, not just to make sure he's paying attention, but to see if I'm a good teacher. Like, are his eyes going to the right spot when something bad happens? They are. It is this overhang defender. He squeezes too tight, right? That's what we're talking about with Keywan. We don't want to squeeze that table because it might fall off the table. This is exactly what happens. Now, the bad part, and this is why, like, that's a bad play. It's catastrophic, all right? It's going back to the other way quite a distance for a touchdown right here, I'm pretty sure. Yep, because we leaned back into the corner, or the safety, backside edge defender, or backside pursuit player who took his foot out of the gas, all right? But you cannot do this. You cannot do this. That thing will get bounced, and you are absolutely cooked. 0 to 20, as fast as anybody. Okay, 20 to 60, I do think we get a little ran down sometimes, all right? Now, bad mistake. It's even worse that we let it happen 2 more times in this football game. That's why he rushed for 300 yards, all right? We can't do this. I mean, it's the next possession. We do the same shit. And what's he do? He cribs us again. Is it 21 again? Nope, it's the other safety, number 13, who didn't learn his lesson from his teammate effing up, all right? Cannot over-squeeze good ball carriers. Got to be patient in pursuit. Patient in pursuit, 13. Patient in pursuit. Patient in pursuit, over pursuit. You're cooked already. You like them taller, shiftier, or do you like them sawed off, hard to tackle? What do you like?
Ideally, I'd like to have 2 of them.
Yeah, one of these?
Yeah.
And one of the other ones?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you rather have a Warwick Dunn or an Adrian Peterson?
I'll take it, Adrian Peterson.
Yeah. Would you rather have an Emmitt Smith or an Adrian Peterson?
Probably Emmitt.
All right. See, this is what I'm talking about. It's the type of body types we just watched.
Right.
This is an Emmitt Smith body type. That poor corner. You ain't got a damn shot, brother. That's actually the safety they got rolled back right here. No, it is the corner. That corner's got no chance. Nope. Ran right through with the hezzy after that. Did you see that, Jonathan? Got a little stutter, a little high knee. 99. He's like, I got to tackle 90% of the time right here in this league. Not right now. Boom. Get out of here. Little oof. Look how low we are to the ground. Ooh. Springy. Now, the only thing I don't love, but this might just be him, we are a very toe-out athlete. I don't know if you can see this, Jonathan, but every stride we land, our toe is out. Do you see that? Mm-hmm. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. It's just something to note. All right, let's go watch somebody else. All right, so this is going to be Isaac Brown, the running back from Louisville. Now, we talked about Keywan and his workload. Keywan got 8 games last year, north of 20 carries. I don't think Isaac has a single game north of 16 carries in his career. But this is by far the most electric back we have in college football, for my money. This guy, and the moment I turned it on, I'm like, we about to see some shit. We ain't got to wait long. It's the first play of the game for Louisville. Boston College went on an 8-minute, 9-minute drive, walked it down, kicked the field goal, all that good stuff. First play of the football game for Louisville. This is what it looked like. Let's just be quiet. Yeah. Okay, now let's watch it from the tight. Also, about another one of these 5'10", 195, maybe 205 type guys. We're not the biggest in the world, hence probably why we don't get the biggest workload in the world. But my God, do we run away from people. See you, Zero. You got no chance. See you backside angle from a linebacker. You got no chance. You over pursued. I'm going to get you twice here in a second. Yeah, this is what it looks like to be explosive in college football. And it really, Jonathan, to be honest with you, it's almost every touch. Like, we get 14 of these in games, and 7 of them are liable to go for 30 yards. I mean, the other ones end up for 9, and we're holding our breath hoping we get the damn dude on the ground. Too much space. Too much space everywhere for a good ball carrier. I was also very impressed by how many guys kind of just falter to tackling. You know what I mean? Like this right here. This number 7. Hey, I'm expecting twitchy, electric. Like, you should get arm tackled left and right. People, bodies falling on you. You probably shouldn't just sling them up off of you, but he does. All right, rips them right up off. Takes 3 or 4 guys on that one play to get him down on the ground. The backup here at Louisville is no slouch either. I was really kind of surprised they didn't get pillaged this year, Jonathan. I think this gets called back for an illegal block by the wide receiver. I think it's a hold right there by our man. Is that Bell? Near side receiver right here, Jonathan, I think gets called for a hold. But you see the explosivity while we're here. We're here to watch this from this dude, okay? I think we had 14 for 236 in this game, Jonathan. And this one gets called back, just to let you know of how many explosive runs we had in this football game. Let's stretch into our mid zone into the boundary. Yeah, that's a hold over there by 0. Can't be doing that. He's out of the gas right there, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Brody thought it was sweet, didn't he, Jonathan? He thought that shit was sweet. I'm going to go up in there. I got this. Whop out. Uh-oh. We love a good introduction to this is real. Bow. Right on your ass. Did we jump? Did we cut the other guy too? Did 2 get made miss? Or 7 get made miss?
Sure did.
Run him over. Jump cut him? Is that what we just did?
Yeah.
Holy hell. Nah, he's down. He was down. I hope he was down. I hope I just didn't show a fumble. Oh. Yeah, I put it on here because two got him one. Two barely got him one. I think Isaac thinks he's got 60 to the door right here.
Mm-hmm.
But 2 ends up scraping through, sorting through the trash and falling on the feet right here. It's a great play by 2. Watch this. Oh. Hey, this number 50, this damn center can freaking move. Look at this. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, big fella. I see you working. Out of the pistol. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. I was honestly thoroughly impressed with the amount of arm tackles that we run through. It takes 2 or 3 guys almost every snap for a football player who, I told you from the jump, to me is an electricity play, right, Jonathan? Like, he's an explosive playmaker, and that's what I would take him for. But to be a somewhat physical ball carrier every once in a while is good to see as well. We ain't got much, but you see it. I'm talking about. Next, Mark Fletcher, totally different football player, okay? Different than anybody we've really watched today. This is the biggest, most physical, hardest to tackle football player that we have. Not from a he gonna make you miss standpoint of bring your lunch pail, buckle your chin strap, good freaking luck. That's what it is with number 4. Also, probably the best fourth quarter carrier that we have on today's film breakdown, all right? This guy, as the game progresses, it becomes harder and harder and harder to get him on the ground. Is he a senior coming back?
Yeah, I think so.
Right? This is one of these football players. We talked about him after the season. It's just like, that guy's coming back to college? What? Good luck, all right? So I thought this guy probably should be in the NFL this year. Instead, we're back in college football, forcing, young people to tackle us again, and it is a problem. All right, the other thing that is very, very, very different about this guy, unless you watch him, is how rapidly we can start-stop, how quick our jump cuts are, how forcefully and twitchily we get forced into the ground. Boom, Just real quick like this right here. I think it's Will Eccles getting into the backfield. Oh, no, it's 51, the big nose tackle, Harris from Ole Miss, okay? Gets into the backfield really quickly. Fletcher jump cuts him and then gets right back into the gas downhill onto our split zone right here. Watch the jump cut. Boom, right there. Now, there's the crease, right, Jonathan? Mm-hmm. Now, how fast can we run our damn face through it? We'll get an answer right here. Oh, even cut him up, too. Now, I think I don't know why we cut there. We probably shouldn't.
Yeah.
Probably should stay north and south right here, but that's all right. It's first carry of the football game. We end up getting back north and south. By the way, Ole Miss fans watching today, I was under the impression that Will Eccles was in the NFL. I was not under the impression that Will Eccles was coming back to college football. So that's on me. I think I made a comment about how David Stone is better than anybody on Ole Miss's defense by a wide margin. Incorrect, by a slight margin. Okay? Him and Will Eccles are probably the two best defensive tackles in SEC football this year. Okay? I think I put this one on here just for pile carry purposes. Nope. Misread. Misread. You see it?
Yep.
I mean, that's bang our head on the safety, trying to tackle us in an angle. That's why I put this one on here. It's also why when we rank him, okay, he was a little bit lower than some of these other guys at the top, Miami fans, because there is some stuff like this on tape, as there is for Nate Frazier, all right, as there is for Caleb Hawkins, the kid from North Texas. Those first four guys we watched, they don't miss a lot of reads, all right? They don't miss a lot of presses. They don't miss a lot of holes. They don't miss a lot of opportunities to score, okay? Split zone again right here. This is what I'm talking about. This is the definition of him, okay? Make that guy miss, all right? That guy's creating havoc in the backfield, all right? That's is that Eccles right there, 52? I think it is. All right, somebody's creating havoc on the nut stunt in there. It's actually 96. They're running a nut stunt. They're going nose under the tackle, okay? And the nose does a great job of creating penetration, which makes Mark Fletcher have to jump cut right off rip as soon as he gets the ball. Boom, jump one. Now, get north and south and make somebody dare to tackle us. You are the poor soul today. Run through your face and then go pick up 3 or 4 more yards after contact. I think you guys were the first one to put it on me during pregame at Texas A&M. You're like, who is that? Like, that's a defensive end, right? No. That would be the ball carrier, Mark Fletcher.
He is so big.
So big. You almost got to watch some of these runs from the wide just to see where he arrives with contact and how much they actually get on the play. You know what I mean? Like, I think we received contact at +2 right here. I think it's a 9-yard carry. This is +3, okay? Where do we end up and they blow the whistle? Now, it's a lot of Miami's offensive line, but to me, this is a offensive line culture matches ball carrier culture. You know what I mean? Like, they have to be one and the same, and that's what this is. This is a direct sign of that, exactly. And I know this guy's gone, right? This guy's gone to the NFL. This guy's gone to the NFL. I think he's gone to the NFL. He's gone to the NFL. I know, I'm very well aware. I'm also well aware of the fact that Alex Mirabal is the best offensive line coach in college football, and I would think Mario Cristobal is probably top 5. Okay? It's like looking at a Georgia defense to me and knowing that no matter how many draft picks they had off of it, next year it's still going to be more than serviceable. Okay? I think as long as I've been here doing this, I think Georgia's finished outside the top 30 in total defense once in 9 years. I would imagine Miami, in terms of offensive PFF grades on the offensive line, are probably something in that range of echelon of elite. Now, here's the other thing that Miami has that nobody else really does. There's a 175-pound soaking wet freshman willing to do this. Watch Tony. You know what I'm talking about? That's pad level. That's getting into somebody's shit and jacking him up. That's what that looks like for a wide receiver. patience back here, Jonathan. Keep our feet nice and wide apart, nice and wide. Keep our jump cuts available, right? We need them at all times, all right? And then once we see the crease, get back linear and go be explosive, right? Do you know what I mean when I say feet wide? Now we see the hole. Let's get back linear. Let's get back into that sprinter stance, get our feet tied back together, start putting ground force north and south. That's exactly what it looks like right there. Jonathan, I'm going to need you to put timestamps on this for the fans, okay?
Okay.
Hey, even the big boy can make it fall off the table, right? We were talking about that with some of them twitchier, guys earlier. It doesn't look the same, but you know what else don't look the same? The finish on this run relative to the other guys, right? The other guys running around, beating angles, right? Maybe jump cutting, dead legging a guy or two. Not Mark Fletcher, and this is why I said, come fourth quarter, this is the guy I want to see the least because of this right here. You know what I mean? I got to get my ass up off the ground and go play for 3 or 4 more drives, maybe, or rather first downs. You know what I mean? I got to go play 40 more yards of defense right here. That's a problem. And he going to make it fall off again. I think this DB just decided, I'm going to escort you to the sideline as opposed to trying to get ran a knee through my face mask. But some of these other guys we're watching, Jonathan, they're going to turn that corner, right? They're going to turn that corner. They're going to beat that angle right there, and they're going to run down the sideline for 6. But he ain't getting tackled, okay? Not at that angle. You're not getting him on the ground. All right, let's go watch a couple more. I like that guy. I think that to me is a perfect style fit for what they are at Miami as well. I buried the lead a little bit. I'm biased. I like this guy a ton, okay? A ton. I think he's one of the best backs in college football. It's Jaden Baugh from Florida last year. Jonathan, in this football game against Florida State, I think he had 38 carries. He was toting that thing. All right, toting that thing with a interim head football coach. They was trying to win some damn ball games. I wouldn't have let DJ throw it either. All right, here we go. Number 13. I think he's the best combination we have in college football, Jonathan, of that dude is big as hell. That dude is shifty as hell. That dude just ran away from somebody. What is that going on right there? I think we're the best balance of Ahmad Hardy, Kewan Lacey, and Mark Fletcher kind of all bumbled into one. All right, I also think we're about 6'2", 220. Does that sound right? Will you look that up for me? This was a former high school linebacker, okay, that dual spotted at Columbia High School. He was listed as a linebacker until the last year of his recruitment. Ended up going to Florida out of Columbia.
6'1", 231.
Yeah, we're big. All right, we're a big boy, and we're hard to tackle. This was the forearm or the stiff arm I'm talking about. Watch 28's body look like he just took a shotgun slug to the chest right here, Jonathan. Donk. Did you see it? Mm-hmm. We shot out of a cannon right here. Boing. All right, and you'll see every DB that we watch today will be shin tackling this kid. All right, we do not want 231 trunks to our face. There you see that physicality I'm talking about. I also love how we find the vertical air in every run pocket that we have, right? We find it. There is vertical air right here. 31 is over pursued. If he wants to get back in the mix, that's fine. We're going to run through his face for 7 yards, which is exactly what happens. Get vertical, boom. All right, stay physical, stay upright, run through all contact. Let's pick up as many yards as we possibly can. All right. I think Mike Bobo called those dirty yards, Jonathan. Mm-hmm. Offensive coordinators love when backs pick up dirty yards, turn a 2nd and 5 into 2nd and 3. Been showing it a lot, right? I put most of these fall off the table clips together, or at least gave each back one of them so you can kind of see the twitch difference and how they move, right? Ahmad and Kewan moved a little bit different than some of these guys. Isaac Brown definitely moved different than some of these guys. I think he's kind of the balance between, like I said, what it looked like when it fell off the table for Mark Fletcher versus what it looks like when it falls off the table versus like an Isaac Brown. And here we go again with this oh shit angle. Watch this angle from this corner right here. He looks like a center field that just heard the ball pop off the bat. Immediately first step back. Watch this. Ball's falling off the tackle spot. Watch this corner right here. He's immediately going to flip his hips and he going to start running towards the pylon. Did you see the aggressive angle he just took right there? That's letting you know that he feels the speed. We're looking at it right now on film, and we can kind of gauge it, but he feels it right now in person, turning and bailing as much as he possibly can once he realizes, oh crap, the ball has fallen off the table. And it didn't really end well for us either. Who's the best player to come out of Columbia High School, Jonathan?
Oh, I don't know.
It's Jaden Ball for sure. I mean, you can make an argument for Nazir Stackhouse, but I don't think Nazir's anywhere near this right here. See you, sir. You thought. Yank. Are we going to score here too? No, we got caught with a face mask late though. Probably the thickest lowers of anybody we've seen, right? Now, there's going to be some dum-dum when he goes to the NFL Combine and runs 4.55 that says he's not fast enough, not realizing that he's 230 pounds. We run through arm tackles this entire football game, by the way. Midway through the fourth quarter after, tote 37 and 38, these guys just do not want to tackle us. I thought this was some explosive jump cutting right here. Watch this from the tight. It's not your standard jump cut. We almost get the result of a jump cut with one drive from our right leg. See how our left foot's in the ground, Jonathan, but our right foot's still in the air? All right, watch our right leg drive right there. Boom. And then the left one, and now we've jumped 2 gaps without ever, doing one of these. Just because we're that explosive in our lowers. I think we made Earl Little over pursue us right there. That is Earl Little Jr. right there, 0, right? I think he's at Ohio State now. Will you look that up for me? Toss crack. This is walked into the end zone. This is absolutely horrendous defense from Florida State. What's up?
He's at Ohio State, and that is Earl Little.
All right, let me talk some ball right here. You want to know why? Like, I know Florida State fans aren't watching this, but you want to know why Florida State's been bad? Because they don't play as a team. They play as a collective of individuals because they recruit collective of individuals. They don't recruit high school football players. They recruit all portal guys. So what's he doing right now? The edge defender. He's flown way upfield. Okay, he's about to get kicked out of your entire screen. Did he hold the edge, Jonathan?
Not at all.
No, he did not. All right, so let's go down to the next line of defense right here. The guy who's spiking into the guard's face right here. Okay, he does a great job of stacking. Now, he's going to get real selfish here in a second, and he's going to pick a gap instead of holding firm. He tries to shed his block, and guess what? Now B gap looks like I could drive a damn bus through it because I can. Because the edge defender was selfish, and the interior defender was selfish. Very next play, similar shit. Same play. Same type of decision-making here. Corner picks a side, doesn't want to be firm. He's soft with the tight end, okay? That probably should happen at the line of scrimmage, not 2 yards behind it. Let's watch 27 right here against 8. Gets absolutely shut off. Doesn't get his face to the outside shoulder of the crack block. There's no crack replace at all. And we just walk into the end zone. Sorry, I'm done. I'm done crapping on Florida State. We'll talk about Jaden Ball the rest of the way. That's on me. It's actually a really good job by Vernell right here. I think this is Vernell Brown or whoever it is, doing a great job keeping your head on the upfield shoulder. If that dum-dum wants to play inside, let him. Very similar play, toss cracking it again. All right, now I put this one on here because I think we should have an explosive right here, and we did not deliver this block, all right? We ran past this block from our left tackle back here. You see 50, or I think it's 66 right here. I don't know who it is. See he's pulling offensive lineman right here, Jonathan? We're going to get up into his back right here, and we're just going to push him instead of letting him reach up to 15 and then sticking our foot in the ground and then going and running through the face of the safety right here. Instead, we over pursue it and we run right into the to the defender. You see what I'm saying? We got to deliver these blocks, Bubba. Let 66 get up there, run his face through that safety, which he's doing. Now stick your foot in the ground, get north to south through this crease right here, okay? And if this backside left tackle does his job, he'll just push that guy all the way past your dead leg. Okay? Do you agree?
Mm-hmm.
And I think we have one misread later as well, where I think we're a little bit overzealous. Where are you going? Where are you going? We got kick wrap players, right? We got a kick and we got a wrap player. Now, I don't know about you, Jonathan, but that crease right there down that sideline or down that hash looks like it's going to be wide ass open. Yep. All right, so again, probably a bad cut, probably not the best cut. We didn't maximize this run, is what I'm trying to show you. And I bet 66 came back to the huddle and was like, God, man, we were there. We were there. I think 3 is up a creek without a paddle if we actually run through here. Mm-hmm. He's not going to be able to run through that block and get over the top of us and make an arm tackle. But we ran right into him instead. Now, again, we're probably a little mentally fatigued. That's like rep 30 for us in this football game. We're going to get right back on the football and tote it in wildcat formation and short yardage. We should not be this short area great at 231 pounds. Do you agree?
Yeah.
To be this large, this thick, this tough to tackle from a I got him squared up standpoint, and now he's going to be this shifty, that makes him one of the tougher tackles we've watched today, in my opinion. The only thing I don't think he can do is run by you. All right, but he can run through you, he can run around you, he can make you miss. But I don't know if he can run by you at 4.48 speed. We're out of the gas here. I'm assuming Florida State just had a bunch of young corners that just had no idea how to defeat blocks. I think they get called for a hold right there on the tight end. The ball's coming back. Don't worry, 4th and 2, a couple plays later. I mean, how many guys had a chance right here? Oof. I see you, 58.
Mm-hmm.
There's that thick core, right? That contact balance. We don't ever really falter from our stride pattern right here, even with bodies hanging all over us. Into the crib for 6. All right, who we got left? Oh, I want to show y'all this Cam Cook guy. I will listen to any and all, hey, he's playing nobody type of doubters until I show you Ahmad Hardy's in Louisiana will rotate. All right, so if they're like, he's good. All right, he's good. I've tweeted some photos or videos of this guy out already, and people are like, man, he's playing trash. Yeah, he is, and he's making them look absolutely awful the entire time. Okay? You can tell throughout this entire film against Sam Houston State that he is operating on a different level of speed than everybody else. All right? Even when he's half in the gas like he is right now on this play, there is no catching him from these first and second level defenders. We're just toying with him. All right?
If Arch Manning can stun on Sam Houston, so can Cam Cook.
Attaboy. Attaboy. A little Arch aura out here, huh? What was it? Aura Arch. What was it?
Whatever it was.
Yeah, uh-huh. All right, now I'll put this one on here because, holy hell, son. What is the quarterback looking at? Okay, we got mesh running back wheel right here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this is mesh wheel spot. No, it's mesh return. All right, so we got returns working right here. But we tagged the running back wheel, and it is naked over there, and we refuse to throw it for some unknown reason. Quarterback play was pretty rough down here. He was a pseudo running back there. They ran a lot of read option stuff, a lot of quarterback counter read, a lot of that stuff. Now, this is the best run we're going to watch today from him. This is bonkers. Boink, bounce off me, defeat your angle, down the sideline, defeat your angle, toe tap the sideline. The backside corner, who is from Texas, I would imagine, has some speed, ran us down. Watch it from the tight right here. Watch this backside linebacker, Jonathan, think he's got us.
I loved this clip because one of these linebackers hits us dead in our shoulder columns, and he thinks we got it right here. Oh, it's 13, the safety. He's like, hey, we got it. Near foot, near shoulder. We're right there in the hip column. We'll be all right. Boing. Get off me, son. Did you think we were tagging off right here? 24? This looks like I practiced spring ball. I'm going to touch his hip. No chance. Love the treading of the sideline right there, too. A little bit bow-legged in the profile, Jonathan. I don't know if you can see that. Knees are outside the toes at all times. Mm-hmm. See that right there? That's good form. We want our knee outside of our toe box. Kids are going nuts up there, Jonathan. Mm-hmm. Well, crack toss. They try to run this about 7 plays later, and it gets over-pursued like nobody's business. Yeesh. I love how quickly we get our feet back into the ground right there. Back north to south. See how quick our footwork is? Yeah. How many guys we make miss on this 8-yard run, Jonathan?
Too many.
Yeet, yeet, yeet. See what I mean when I say he's operating on a different level of twitch? He's just playing at a different speed than everybody else. I think it should be a relatively decent scheme fit for what West Virginia does, because I would imagine Jacksonville State probably stayed relatively similar in offensive scheme once Rich Rod left. Mm-hmm. I put this one on here because I think we snagged this one-handed.
Look like it.
Yeah, I think we're a natural ball catcher too. Based off the way they used him, they tried to get explosives to him. All right? Try to get explosive to him out of the backfield. They'd line him up in the slot every once in a while, try to hide him. They'd do a bunch of different stuff with him. Kind of have to at this level when you have this elite of a football player. Oh, dude, I put this on here because you talking about twitch. Look at this move we put on this linebacker here on this choice route. Go step on his toes, yank. Bad ball from the quarterback, or else we'd have some run after the catch right here. It gets put way out in front of our face, and you can't see it. But you can see the explosive movements, right, Jonathan? Mm-hmm. We are a twitchy MFer right here. Nine hours late to throw that ball.
At least he didn't miss it this time.
Did he?
He threw it.
You think this is not missing it?
Well, he threw it. That's what I mean. He threw it this time.
I mean, shit, son. The worst part about this is we got helmet comms, dude. We're telling you. What? Oh. All right. Enough. We're not watching the quarterback today. I'm sorry, Q. I didn't mean to cook you. Oh? Oh? Who can tackle me today?
Nobody.
Oof. Same thing. I mean, good Lord. Just walk that one in. Now, he made this one fall off the table. Okay, if you're going to be a bouncer, you better press before you bounce, right, Jonathan? Mm-hmm. You better press the middle of the defense before we bounce it all. You better get in here. Make the cones come in. Make all the cones come in. And then we can get around them. And I say cones because 20's playing like a traffic cone today. I think there's one or two more explosive runs in here where you can really see the guy go. Or just all the jump cuts, man. Like, I'm surprised the last guy got us down on the ground here. One of these, yeah, they give him, Jonathan, look at this. This is insane to me. There are 12 seconds left in the football game. By the way, they win this one, 29-27. There are 12 seconds left in the football game. It's 3rd and 6 on the screen, but it's really 4th and 2, okay, on the field. They're going to let him run the ball right here on 4th and 2 with 12 seconds left in the game and 1 timeout. And look what it results in. A 20-yard ripper, okay? That is, by definition, the math saying that's the worst play call we could ever have, but he's by far and away our best player and our best option, okay? And he pays him off. Okay, the next play they throw a 12 to 15-yard speed out. They line up for a 52-yard field goal. Some bitch nukes it through the middle for a game winner. Should we watch Nate? Because I think there's going to be a lot of Georgia people that are like, where's Nate, where's Nate, where's Nate?
That's up to you.
Maybe we give Nate and Chauncey their own film study because I've got a take kind of brewing there as well. All right, hey, hope you enjoyed it. Hope you hit that thumbs up button on your way out. And more importantly, I hope you let us know who we missed, who we were wrong on, who you think's the best, all that good stuff. Fire off in the comments. Love you. Bye.